a lot of fun. This is normally something that I just go and do solo. A lot of people enjoy seeing the pictures of it, and a lot of people ask to go and do it. There's nothing that actually stops anybody from going and doing it on their own. I mean, there are some legalities that are crossed. You know, you generally don't break into the places. There's normally already, entrances. Sometimes they're labeled. Sometimes people give you tips and tell you how to get in. Even when people get rid of like an old building, something new becomes abandoned the next day. You know, that's the way it works. My name is Dan Laroe, and I go to old buildings. Sometimes I sneak into them. Sometimes they're just wide open, and go and take some pictures. And then I post them on the internet.
You
can't do that here.
It's to take pictures.
No, that's graffiti.
That's not graffiti.
Remove it.
That's an art. That's an art.
You guys need to go.
You see it, it just becomes ingrained in your mind as part of social media. You get the imitators, you get someone trying to one-up their friends. It can be anywhere from a violation to a felony. So basically, I mean, we're talking, you're gonna get arrested. You're gonna get brought into the station. You're gonna get fingerprinted. You're gonna get photographed. You have a criminal record now. And that's just the beginning of the process. After that, you're gonna have to go to court. You're gonna have to see a judge. You might have legal fees you're gonna accrue. If you're found guilty, you're having fines, penalties, you could do time in jail. So the ramifications are pretty high and expensive. I think we see it quite a bit. You see it in the movies, the music videos. Now with the expansion of social media, I think you see taggers, graffiti artists, posting their stuff on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and whatnot. And it's really getting their message out, and you're getting a lot of imitators because of that.
Gotten to know quite a bunch of graffiti artists. There used to be a badass little rabbit right there. I got a picture of my daughter in front of it like 2 years ago, yeah. But somebody covered it up like a fucking asshole. He's like fucking 6'1", he's tall and lanky. Like, how the fuck you even climb up there? Why would you do that? There's just a little fucking dick tease right here. This ain't even shit. Facebook, there's no Instagram, and there's Flickr, and there's a couple of local Albany artists, that are doing these same type of pieces all over the place. They're on mixed medium. They're using huge pieces of plywood and doing these amazing stencils, and then posting them up all over these abandoned buildings. And so we start to recognize some of the buildings, and we realize that these guys have artwork that's right down at the Wellington Hotel, which is right outside my office. Like it's this this giant two building hotel, connected by a tunnel that was underground. And so we knew that these guys had gotten up in there, so we wanted to go up in there too, and that's pretty much where it started. It was up at the Wellington, and sneaking into the back of that thing one day on lunch, just walking out of our office, and then 2 minutes later, you're just climbing into this huge abandoned building, 10 stories high. It was really cool.
I get it. Some of these tag artists are brilliant artists. The work they're doing is spectacular. That being said, I don't think they understand the ramifications of what they're doing, the effects of what they're doing with it. You're defacing someone else's property. And if they're a business owner, or if they're just a homeowner or a property owner, whatever the case is, I think a lot of times people kind of view it as harmless, and they don't realize, A, the damage it's doing to the community, but B, the possible ramifications that they're going to face themselves. Up to $250 is a misdemeanor. Over $250 can be a felony. So damage to property, criminal mischief. That's another ramification. Beyond that, there's actually a charge in the penal law for making graffiti. Misdemeanor, pretty simple. It says, okay, you did graffiti. You used paint, etching, supplies, that kind of stuff to make something you're calling art, we're calling it graffiti. There's also an additional charge in the penal law for just simple possession of those graffiti tools. Also, there could be some other stuff like, burglaries, depending if you went in somewhere, tampering with property, those kind of things. So there's a wide spectrum, but generally a tagger would be charged probably with the trespass, the criminal mischief, and the making graffiti charge.
It all started as on a whim, like about 10 years ago, strictly by accident. Going to play basketball with a buddy of mine on lunch up in Albany, and we'd go there every day up on street, Phillips Street. It was like Park of the Year, man, in like 1997. It's doing really well for itself. And had a little basketball court. So me and my buddy would go up there every day, lunch, play ball. So one day we're walking up the street, and we see there's this stencil of this. It's like a dominatrix on plywood, and it's screwed into this old telephone pole. And we walk up this way every day, so we notice anything that's different, something along those lines. So my buddy just reaches up and just pops it right out of the off the telephone pole, and on the back of it it's signed. It's got some name on the back of it, and so we go play basketball. And we're completely intrigued by this because it's a piece of art.